What the stock market chaos means for your retirement plans. And meet the brave little boy who's had hundreds of blood transfusions.
This is Prime7 News with Elspeth Taylor.
Good evening, thanks for your company. Also making news, a man pleads guilty to his wife's murder and a tragic 48 hours on local roads. First, the Department of Education has come under fire from a local mum who claims she was kept in the dark over a classroom incident involving her son and a teacher. She says there needs to be better communication channels between parents and authorities.
Cyprus Stanford has been going to Benalbo Central School for 6 years. Mum Leanne says he's had discipline problems, but she was shocked after a phone call from the school 2 weeks ago.
A 63-year-old man from Lawrence has pleaded guilty in the Supreme Court to murdering his wife. Police attended the Tallymorgan Road home of John Mackenzie on the 4th of November last year. They discovered the body of a 58-year-old Rhonda Mackenzie in a bedroom. Mrs Mackenzie had been smothered to death. Mr Mackenzie will appear for sentencing on the 3rd of November. Regional Australia is set to be the worst hit as the Aussie stock market struggles to cope with volatile overseas economies. About $25 billion was wiped off the local share market this morning alone, but the federal government has promised to do whatever it can to keep us from slipping back to tough times. A car bomb explodes, that's next, and a packed house as one MP kicks off his community forums. A firebomb has been used to blow up a man's car. Police were called to the West Kempsey home in the early hours of Saturday morning. A 27-year-old man was putting his children to bed when he heard the loud explosion. His Subaru sedan was destroyed in the blast. Police are investigating. An 18-year-old man has been charged and arrested over an alleged glassing incident on the weekend at a licensed venue in Owen Street, Port Macquarie. Police will allege a 25-year-old man from Sydney was struck to the head with a schooner glass, cutting his left eye. He received stitches at Port Macquarie Hospital. The accused has been granted conditional bail to front court in September. Lion MP Rob Oakeshott has faced some of his toughest critics, fronting angry locals in the first of a series of public forums across his electorate. Sport time with Bill North, and a local race club forced to move its meets elsewhere.
Well, we'll get the latest on Port Macquarie's track troubles, and the NSW's underdogs topple the finals contenders. In Mid-North Coast Rugby Union, the Hastings Valley Vikings have a shot at back-to-back premierships. In a thrilling match against the Pirates, the two teams finished the 80 minutes locked on 18 points, but a penalty goal in extra time gifted the Vikings the game. They'll play Coffs Harbour in the grand final this Saturday. In the lower North Coast comp, Old Bar won its major semi-final clash against Manning River. They'll host the grand final in 2 weeks. The Rats season isn't over yet. They'll play Foster this weekend after the club's 8-point win over Wallumbah. In Far North Coast Rugby Union, a Casino upset second place Lismore with a 3-point win. A penalty goal to Tom Farr, the difference. Wollongbar-Alstonville remain in the top 4 with a big win over Uni. Vincent Chi crossed twice for the Pioneers. Ladder leaders Lennox Head had their defence on show, keeping Ballina scoreless. A blockbuster weekend in the final round of the NSW, with the Cellar Dwellers defeating a competition favourite. The shock result has shaken things up on the ladder in the run to the finals.
And that is the local news to the moment. Updates later this evening. 7 News is next.